laps are winding down. We are completing lap 65 of 73. And the big question is, if I remember correctly,
look at this.
Biffle on the inside.
Biffle's got a big run, and he's where he wants to be. And side by side through that first apex, Fellows will have the advantage. Oh, Fellows spun.
Fellows spins, the side-by-side contact. Here comes Tolsma to get around. Here comes Terry Cook to get around. That puts him back to 5th.
Ron Fellows back to 5th place.
So the Granger Ford, door handle to door handle. There you see Randy Tolsma.
And the crowd here is going to go wild.
That's 3rd, 4th, and 5th place in your screen. The hometown fans, in fact, Granger being the race sponsor, that's not going to hurt the program anymore. Oh, Terry Cook very hot.
Well, this is where everyone is going to see what they've got.
Well, just as we were getting ready to watch that pass, I was going to mention the fact that, if I remember correctly, we were talking about this during the break. The 87 has never changed those right side tires. Let's go back and take another look.
He hasn't changed those right side tires, and here they are side by side going through that first apex, and Fellows has got the line here, but they just get together, and actually Biffle almost spun it. I thought initially Biffle was going to spin and Fellows was going to come out okay, but it actually worked out the other way around.
Talk about a day for Jack Roush's racing team. Right now, his guys are running 1 and 2. And you remember, Mike Bliss, so far this year, his best has been a 6th back at Martinsville and at Texas last week. So he is trying to really come up with his best run of the season.
And just in the back of the shot there, you saw Ron Fellows taking a run. And there he is. He takes a run at Tolsma, and so he's up in the 3rd.
He is running on the rumble strips. He has come back to 3rd. We are working lap number 67 of 73.
Now, this is where we see what Ron Fellows has really got. We'll see how fast he can run. Can he get up to those Roush trucks?
Not so much worried about the left-handers, but the right-hand corners. Remember, those tires on the right side. He's changed lefts twice, and he's been on the rights the entire distance. What's going to happen to the finish? Well, we're going to find out when we come back. Right now, Biffle leads Bliss by 2 seconds, 5 seconds over. 3rd place, Ron Fellows. Granger Ford, the number 50, coming up on lap traffic. That is the last truck on the lead lap, the 52 of Scott Hansen. He's got a great run going, considering he is not known for his road racing prowess. And there you go with 6 laps to go. Here is the margin back to 2nd place, Mike Bliss. And here, closing quickly, right behind Bliss, you're going to see him coming into screen here shortly, is Ron Fellows. Fellows last time was over 5 seconds off the race lead. Look at how much ground he is chewing up.
And Biffle got caught a little bit behind Hansen. He did end up getting by him, but he lost a bit of time. Look at Ron Fellows sliding that truck.
In 4th place, Randy Tolsma. 5th place, Terry Cook. These guys got great runs going as well. Andy Houston, the 3rd truck in that line. Boy, Cook's got to be careful. He's really running the curves. Houston in 6th. And then behind Houston is Jay Sauter, right there in the good red Chevy, the number 3. Got a quick glimpse of him. He is in 7th. We can tell you that the race lead, while you're looking at Andy Houston, is now 2.2 seconds. Sun as we head into the western sky, and that's Andy Houston closing down quickly on Terry Cook.
And a little bit of sun here, not a big deal. This race will be over in time before this becomes a big issue for these drivers. But it starts to get a bit of a sheen on the racetrack. Andy Houston's had a great run today.
I want to tell you something. While you're watching Houston, I'm looking at the stopwatch. And Ron Fellows has clipped off 2 seconds in the last 2 laps off of the race lead. So this is not over yet, folks. Andy Houston, and there is Jay Sauter. Sauter currently running in 7th. He is 8.6 seconds behind the race lead.
The question is, does Ron Fellows have enough time? A little bit of something on the right side of Sauter's truck there has come loose. Can't quite see what that is. The question is, does Ron Fellows have enough time not only to get up to Mike Bliss and get by Bliss, and he's just about caught Bliss, but to get up to the lead and challenge for the lead.
4 laps to go. Take a look at the last lap. Wow. Fellows by 2 miles an hour quicker and picking up 2 seconds.
Well, like I said, this is where we're going to find out what Ron Fellows really has.
Well, this is where the Exide Ford and Mike Bliss as a teammate can really help by making that truck as wide as possible, because Fellows is going to try and get around him here on this back straightaway if he can get a good run coming off of these corners.
And I guarantee you, Mike Bliss wants those points anyway. Mike Bliss wants that second position. If he can't win this race, he wants those points for second position.
Oh, word just comes to us to pit lane that Jimmy Hensley has pulled it behind the wall with motor problems. He had a top 10 run going, and he is not known for road racing skills. In fact, he just said, let me get through this. Well, it's over now for Hensley.
And the bad news is you got to go to Watkins Glen next weekend for another road course event. So a lot of these guys wanted to get through this event because they're going to run these trucks again, these road course trucks, at Watkins Glen. So they wanted to get out of here without any damage. And boy, we've seen a lot of trucks damaged today.
Long tow from Portland all the way back. And here is the margin now. You can see all 3 trucks. And boy, Fellows just not able to get a good enough run on Mike Bliss. What's the difference? Well, the clocks will be coming up 3 seconds now between first and second, and 3.7 seconds back to Fellows. So right now, with 70 laps complete, 3 to go, it looks like it's Greg Biffle's race to win or lose. Stay with us. We're coming back for the checkered flag.